I hope y'all having a blessed Tuesday. We had a tornado come through our town, and most of it was above town. It touched down in a few places, but I got a gigantic oak tree down in my front yard, and it'll take a bulldozer to move it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but anyway, we've been without lights for almost 4 days. And I had my kiln heat treating rocks, and of course it went out with no electricity. And what amazes me, and I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm not the smartest turnip on the truck anyway. How many times I went to flip a light switch knowing there was no electricity. My son lives 2 hours away, and he had a big old generator he bought on his trailer and hooked it up for us the second day, and made it a little more comfortable staying at the house. But anyway, I had some white rock, and it was coral, and I didn't get heat treated enough. It running up another 100 degrees, and it probably was about 12 hours on 100 degrees, or maybe a little longer than that, when electricity went out. With the temperature raised to 100 degrees, I'm sorry, it wasn't on 100, it was from 450, I think. Anyway, it was on about 450 for about 10 or 12 hours, maybe a little longer. I don't remember. But when that electricity went out, a lot of it was cracked and busted. And I think I got it too hot. I don't think it's the fact that it cooled down quick. I could be wrong, but I don't cool rock down. When I put rock in a turkey roaster, I put the rock in the turkey roaster. I've been putting rock in turkey roasters for 40-something years. I've never put sand in there or anything. I just put the dang rocks in there. And I turned it up about 150 degrees, a little higher, and I let it set a day to that. And then I put it straight to 300 or 400. I don't bring it up so many degrees per hour. Leave it on about 8 to 10 hours and unplug it. Don't bring it down to the temperature. And that's the way I work. And so you say, well, it broke because your temperature went down so fast from 450 or whatever. No, it broke because the temperature was too high. I should have run it up 50 degrees instead of 100. Added another 50 to it. It was almost perfect, and I wanted to get it perfect. All right. I'm trying to make some points for a friend of mine that I owe a favor to. And I'm not going to say who he is or nothing like that, because y'all will, well, he made him something, didn't make me nothing. All this whining and fussing. My good friend Dan Collins gives some stuff to a guy, and somebody bought the same stuff from him and found out about it. Called him up and called him everything but a human being, I think, because he didn't give him none. Boy, people are crazy, I'm telling you. There's some crazy folks out there. Anyway, I try to make his supports out of this white material. And I got some bigger pieces already pre-formed out. I should have been recording for about 2 hours ago. I just thought he might like to watch it. Getting pretty thin. This is Thin enough I can break it with my thumbnail, I believe. Right there. A couple little high places I'm gonna get out of it. Call it quits on it. There we go. Just what I need. Got a hinge here. I don't know when it got in. It might have been in to start with. I paid so much attention to that other side. Put 90% of my work in it because it was so messed up. And I could have caused it working over the other side. Sometimes setting up tree for it, but I don't think so. Kind of big for that, pretty big hinge. I can get it out hitting on top of it, but I'd rather try to come this way than on top. Like that. Got a little bit more to go. There we go. All right, that's one I got to straighten up. Now, this was the biggest piece I had, but it's got 999 flaws in it. And this is what most of it ended up looking like, right there. This piece has got all kind of holes and flaws in it. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Get Big Bertha out here and let her challenge it. Big Bertha do some talking now. She's like a smooth bore 10 gauge. She moves from the tail when she hits it. A ton of bad spots up here on top of this thing. Some of it got some sand in it. I just knocked that part out. You still see part of the sand right there. I want this to be my base. I'm gonna go ahead and get it thin before I get too far down the road. There we go, that's pretty good on that base. I'm worried about this part here. I'm afraid it's gonna break in the middle. What I'm afraid of, I'm about ready to put it down. When you don't have nothing to do, or just use it one day as an experimental rock or something. Cause I'm gonna put a lot of time in here. And something I'm gonna break with all these holes in it. Could have been working on a better piece. Don't want to break because of the hole. That looked like a little tongue sticking out of the mouth right there. That might be a little sand crab with his tongue sticking out. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to move as big as flakes, widest flakes, thinnest flakes I can. So it won't take as long. If it breaks, I didn't lose much time. So I'm gonna start right here, run plates real hard. The dip in there, I can't get my deal wouldn't go in there and hit. Had a curve in it. Finally knocked it out where I could reach it. I should have stopped and worked it out with a pressure plate or something. Now look at all the holes. That's part of the oyster shell right there. Just what I was talking about. You notice I didn't grind. I was just trying to turn a little edge there. Well, that flattened is pretty good, but my gosh. I know this thing's gonna break, and I'm not gonna fool with wasting my time with it. I was hoping it wouldn't. I was hoping that stuff wouldn't run too deep in it. But there's a piece I did earlier, and it's just that's made out of Flint River there. This stuff comes from Dothan, Georgia. I'm saying it right. It's not Flint River, it looks like it. I got a friend live there. He'll get me some of it every now and then. Just like most real beautiful rocks will have real shiny pieces like that, and that'd be grainy. It'd be holes all in it like that. Just get enough out of it for arrow points, about it. Trying to move a lot of mass quick on this one too. Boy, that's pretty right there. Look at that. But it don't run deep. I'm gonna thin it, I'm gonna lose it. Why it has to be like that? So right across here. That's what I told you, you lose every bit of it. Just a little bit less there. All right, I'm gonna put this in the pile, work on later on too. Just wasn't very much to fool with. Real aggravated. Here's some of the stuff that was like white. And when you heated it, it turned red on the outside. But then when you worked it, it turned white again. But this piece is so thin, it's staying white all the way through. So I don't know about that. I mean, it's keeping the colors all the way through, not going back to white. I'll show you a white piece when I get through playing with this. I'm just trying to get one more decent piece to make a point. I got some already, but I was trying to get a few more. Don't ever have enough. That's what the white looks like. When you heat it, it turns this red color. Hope all of you had a good Christmas. My daughter was talking, probably one of the worst years they've had. I don't know how many funerals they've gone to. She's a teacher. She's had students accidentally get killed. Car wrecks. One of them accidentally shot herself. Playing cowboys with a pistol. Learning how to do it. It shoots competition. He was a teenager. And somehow or another, wasn't supposed to be nothing in it. He was practicing his fast draw, and when he pulled it out and spun it on his finger and put it back in his holster, he pulled the hammer back and didn't realize it. It went through his chest. And he called her. She was at work and told her he shot herself. And his brother was there, and his brother come running out there and held him, but he was bleeding so bad. And he did not make it. And then she got another teenager diagnosed with cancer this year, and her father-in-law died this year, and it's just been a bad year. And I've had the worst one, I think, of my life. In fact, I know I have. It's not been a day since January. The second Saturday of January 2004 is when I started hurting. And I have hurt every day, 24 hours, non-stop since then. I'm hurting right now. I've got used to it, and it's not as bad. It's not even, it's like 90% less pain. But the pain I'm having right now is from shingles that I got in May. But I've talked about this a lot, and I'm going to keep talking about it. But I was diagnosed. I was sick all January with severe pain, and they finally diagnosed it in February as rheumatoid arthritis. Once they got me on the medicine, that pain went away. Everything been going fine. But then I got the shingles. And they haven't gone away. One spot running in my armpit right there that never stops burning, never stops hurting. I have to take a pain pill so I can go to sleep at night because it hurts so bad. If the cover touches it, or my arm touches it, anything touches it, me doing this right now, burning like all get out. But anyway, I ain't got nothing to complain about. I thought I did. Get feeling sorry for yourself and have a little pity party. Sometimes nobody join it. And I don't know, I got to looking at a commercial the other day. I watched an awful lot about the children at St. Jude's that got cancer and all. And then my daughter told me about that teenage boy just found out 2 weeks ago he's got cancer. She's a school teacher. She teaches. He's one of her students. And the kid another kid was something involved in an accident with a car, I think. But it's just been a bad year for her because she loves those kids to death. If you're a school teacher and you don't love those kids, you don't have no business teaching school. I'm going to tell you that right now. You do not need to be teaching school. If you can't make school fun, you do not need to be teaching it. There we go. And I'm going to say it one more time. If you can't make school fun, you don't need to be teaching. I don't care who you are. Try fitting this one on this side a little bit more. I'm gonna show y'all the ones I got. There we go. Put that in my bucket. Okie dokie. Here's the first one I made him. I'm gonna round that to a point. Straighten it up, pressure flaking and all. But that one's supposed to be finished. I'm gonna show y'all I got a bucket full of this stuff here. And I'm gonna pull out the ones that were red when it was heat treated like I just showed you. I hadn't worked that one down yet. It's going back to white. That's it. That's the one that stayed red. But that was red, believe it or not. That was red, believe it or not. That one was, and this one was. Still got some of the red on the sand part right there. I need to see if I can thin that one. It's got a hole in the middle, and I got scared that it would break because of that hole in the middle. I'm gonna sit here and do a little pressure flaking. I can't pressure flake. I don't have enough strength on because it's underarm and all. But I can make platforms, and that's what I meant to say. I'm gonna sit here and make some platforms. I can't run much of a pattern pressure flaking. Just don't have it. The arm's too weak. Don't have enough muscle strength there. And that's probably from the arthritis. It hit me in my arms first. I started hurting so bad in my arms I couldn't move my arms. I didn't know what was going on. I just can't hardly break that edge off. I just don't have enough strength. I'm glad I can still hammer. Okie dokie. Grind that thing down. Take this real horrible looking billet right here. You wouldn't think would knock a tick off a hound dog. See what we can do. That's the best part of it. I'm a grunter. On that grunt, I ought to be able to take the bark off a hickory nut tree. Just looking at it and grunting. Ooh, that one did good. That went all the way across. That one did good there too. That's a place I don't think I'll be able to get out. It's right there because it goes real deep. And I'm gonna sit, I can sit from the other side if I hold it up to the light. It had a little dark red spot right there. I guess it's some kind of hole or something there where that mineral got in there and stained it. Looked like you took an ink pen and just put a dot on it, but it broke right there. We did have an 18-year-old girl get killed in that tornado. Tree fell on her house, and I think she's the only one home that killed her. Boy, that's sad. I mean, sad, sad. Somebody said they didn't eat no black-eyed peas last year, and they had the worst year they ever had. They gonna eat like a barrel of them. I said, man, I've been eating them things every year. I ain't never had no luck. I think I'm gonna start eating white-eyed peas or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't pressure plate this out. I'm probably gonna break it trying to get it out, but I'm gonna hit this way. It's a little bitty hand. And what I did is I run it halfway over here. And I moved it from where it was at. But I made it worse. It's gonna be a little arrow point anyway. There we go. I got it out. I think that red in that looks pretty cool. Good night. Look how thin this is. You see the light through it. Let's see. When I look at something like this, I'm looking at my point to be right in here. I know this has got to go. Plus, it's still got cortex, so I'm just going to hit straight down like this. Now I gotta ridge that's real high right here and it scoops down, so I'm not even gonna dull it. I'm just gonna tap on the edge of it where it scoops down and try to make it all even and smooth before I really try to run a flake down it or use it for the point building. Got a ridge right there. Well, I tell you what, when you work at stuff this day, you hammering on it hard, you better know where you're aiming and hit where you're aiming. Cause it will break in a heartbeat. Look how thin it is. I run that flake all the way over there. That's how thin that edge is. It's on the other side. I run that flake over. That's some little trash right here. Little fossils. Gonna get them out real quick. Now, that's around it. There we go. I got it. I don't know what to do there. See how bowed it is? I don't know how you straighten something like this out with a bow like that. But it sure would make a pretty piece. I guess I could make it bow and shoot around a tree with it. Yeah, I tell you, you always need to be prepared. I don't care how healthy you are. Think you can go all day long or something, but boy, it can hit you in 1 minute, and that's just how fast it is. It's over. I was getting out of the shower and that arthritis shit while I was drying off. Next thing I know, I'm in the emergency room. Couldn't move my arm. I guess y'all notice I'm just playing around. I think my friend appreciates it though. I got that bow out of that thing. Look at that. They lower this side here a little bit more. Okay. Hit on that one. Might put it up and save it if I can ever get where I can pressure flake again. I'll be ready to pressure flake. Here's a weird piece of that Alabama coastal. It's got fossils and shells all in it. I never seen a piece that color before. That's why I was saying weird. That's a piece of coral right there. That white stuff. I think all of it was coral that turned red when I heated it. There's a lot of coral in there. And then just a lot of coastal material. there's so many different varieties of that flint in Alabama. It's not even funny. And that Flint River is amazing. I remember the old days, you go down it, big old nodules, you put them up and pick them up and put them in your boat. Have a boat full. But it's like my grandmother told me. When I was about 17, she called me John Gary. I never liked that, but that's what she called me. She said, John Gary, your grandmother's gonna give you some of the best advice she can ever give you. And I want you to listen to me. You gonna listen to me? I said, yes, ma'am. Pointed that finger in my face and said, buy all the land you can buy. You start working, getting money, buy every piece of acre of land you can buy. I said, why is that? She said, women having babies every day, but nobody's having an acre of land. All you guys flint knapping, you better get all the flint you can get and put it up, because there's only so many rocks made. And I never thought I'd live to say that, because when I was in my 18 years old and flint knapping, I'm 77 now, Mr. Bill Carroll and a bunch of them other guys, Don Calbury, they said, well, it's going to stop one day. Can't just keep picking it up. And we would go to the quarry in Georgetown, and you back your truck up, and they'd take a front end loader and blow your tires out of your truck if you wanted them to. They'd put in 3,000 pounds, 1,000, whatever, and just give it to you. It was a waste product. They had no need for it. And I heard they dumped it in some river back here around the piling on the bridges or something like that to help stabilize it. I don't know if that's true or not. But I would go in there and go up to the gate and tell the guy I'd like to get some flint. And he said, okay, go over that great big old pile about 50 foot high, and I'll send somebody over with a load, and they'd get you a load. I'd load it up and come home. Well, somebody had an accident in there. It wasn't working there. And I heard a lawsuit come out of it. Well, they shut that down. There wasn't nobody allowed to go in there and get no flint. But then they got smart, because they had so many millions of tons of it, that they bought a rock crusher. They put it on a conveyor and crush it up, and they sell it for gravel to mix in with blacktop for highways. They got trains just lined up hauling that stuff off to people, the companies that buy, that's already bought it, I mean, for highways. I think Oklahoma, somebody told me they bought a lot of it. They buy a lot of it. So where are you getting your Georgetown? There's a lot of quarries, a lot of little mom and pop quarries just about. And there's a few people they trust, and they'll sell it to them, let them go in and get it, and if something goes wrong and they can't get it no more, that's bad. This is gonna make a pretty good little airport right here. That thing getting thin. You can put it up there to hitting on it. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do it for my friends. He'd get a kick out of it when I'm mailing the rocks. He'll have a video that he can, I don't know if you can save them, how you save them, whatever, but me making this point. I'm gonna do a video finishing them. It's gonna be just for him. I thought I had ground all the way up to there when I was down here doing all this. And I hadn't ground that high. And I didn't pay no mind to it. And I hit it and I realized that I almost messed up and caused a bad hand because it wasn't ground. Caused that edge crushed. But I was able to save it. Okay, we got a point on it. Okay, put that in my bucket. Y'all have a blessed day.